Today marks 6 months since the mass shooting in downtown Sacramento, where 18 people were shot and 6 killed. Tonight, we're taking a look at what's changed since that deadly night. Thanks for staying with us here at 5:30. I'm Adrienne Moore.
And I'm Tony Lopez. CBS 13's Steve Large sat down to talk to Chief Kathy Lester about the changes the mass shooting has had on policing downtown.
The 6-month milestone of the shooting, I don't want to say anniversary, downtown. 6 months later, what changes or shifts have been made within the police department to respond to gun violence?
Well, there's the citywide strategy, and there's certainly the downtown strategy around our entertainment venues.
Sacramento Police Chief Kathy Lester says 6 months later, she has more officers working downtown Sacramento.
We've also increased our patrols. We've changed the hours of our shifts.
Officers no longer patrol downtown 2 to midnight. They now work 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. shifts to help businesses with crowds during closing times. I asked her how the attention from the mass shooting forced changes downtown.
There's more of a spotlight downtown, right? There's more of a spotlight.
Sure.
You have the national news out now because it's downtown Sacramento. Does that increase the pressure to add resources?
Well, sure it does, and we'll do everything that we can, but what I won't do is I won't leave other neighborhoods without resources.
Sacramento police released this map over the summer showing gun crime hotspots citywide. The communities of Del Paso Heights, Oak Park, and Meadowview accounting for most of the gun crime cases. Of the 945 gun crimes in Sacramento last year, 423 were inside these so-called hotspots. That's 45% of the city's gun crimes within just 7 square miles of the city.
We have, a long history of, gang challenges in the city of Sacramento, and that those tend to be generational, and we have a lot of challenges in trying to, reduce gang violence.
How would you convince people that are living in this gang culture to put the guns down?
Well, it's about building trust, first of all, right? It's about building trust between the community-based organizations.
Sergeant Zach Eden has spent 6 years in the Sacramento Police Gang Unit. The police department has 3 different street gang teams, each with a supervisor, as well as 8 officers. Police say the mass shooting was gang-related.
The fact that there hasn't been a massive retaliation at this point is pretty remarkable.
It is, especially for a shooting that gained international attention like K Street, and the involvement of the gangs in that shooting. It's amazing that we haven't had a spark of a new gang war in Sacramento. And I think we can credit that to the community-based organizations that we work with, and as well as our officers.
Seeking peace on Sacramento streets following the downtown mass shooting. The job is not over.
What do you, Chief Kathy Lester, think is at the root of the gun violence problem in Sacramento?
Yeah, I don't think there's one thing. I honestly don't. And I think that's why it's such a difficult problem to fix. If there were an easy fix, somebody would have figured it out by now.
That story from our Steve Large, just part of our half-hour special that we put together to mark 6 months since this shooting. CBS 13 Demanding Answers, the K Street killings airs this Saturday at 9:30.